Core Set 2020 is bringing out a new card that, when combined with another card available in Standard, is going to break Standard right in half. Why, hello down there. I'm the internet's magic historian, and I'm here to let you know that I got a new wrinkly green screen background. I don't know how to do things properly with it. So you're gonna notice in this video, I'm the editor now, and I'm trying, but I ain't succeeding. So, on with the shoe! Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. We are here today to talk about the two-card combo that is going to crack Standard in half with some real nonsense. So before we talk about the specific way that it's going to get cracked, obviously we need to take a look at the cards involved. And what we'll do, since obviously we're in the Core 2020 spoiler season, and since actually I'm talking about Core 2020 and spoilers, let me ask you, in the comments, let me know if you guys feel like you are overwhelmed with the sheer amount of spoilers that you have been dealing with recently. We just left the Modern Horizons spoiler era, and now we've moved into Core 2020 spoilers. And instead of spoiling all the cards across 2 or 3 weeks, they've crammed it all into a week. So we're getting a whole bunch flying at us really fast. And I want to know how many people are kind of feeling burnt out on that. I've had comments to that effect, but now I'm just going to kind of poll everybody. That being said, let us take a look at the Core 2020 spoiler, the card that is part of this two-card combo that's going to bust everything in half, and that is Marauding Raptor. 1 red, 1 colorless for a 2/3 dinosaur, and creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. It's funny, this first ability even makes the second card cheaper to put out, because this is legit a 2-card creature dinosaur combo that we're going to be dealing with. So, Marauding Raptor, creature spells you control cost 1 less to cast, 1 red, 1 colorless for a 2/3, so already you're getting a decent body to begin with. Not too shabby. Just 1 red, 1 colorless for a 2/3 that makes your creatures cost 1 less actually feels pretty decent, but it goes a step further. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Marauding Raptor deals 2 damage to it. If a dinosaur is dealt damage this way, Marauding Raptor gets +2/+0 till end of turn. The flavor text says, stand still and try not to look like prey. And that's Shirk Hobnet Wilderness Guide. It's basically just stay there and hope this thing doesn't mess you up. Now this raptor, honestly, the way that the artwork depicts it, it does feel bigger than a 2/3. This feels more like, I don't know, like a 4/4, a 5/5. I don't know, it's got some size to it. It could also be the perspective. Admittedly, you are leaned like, it's kind of like you're like looking up at it, right? So you're kind of small, so whatever. It works that way. I actually really like the artwork. I'm a huge fan of colorful creatures. So there's things like, if you think about the Ixalan blocks merfolk, I really love the tropical fish colors of those. And this is a very colorful dinosaur here, which I genuinely enjoy. Now, you have to be wondering, okay, well, obviously this thing must be combining with another dinosaur. You said that its ability to do 2 damage to another dinosaur, specifically getting a boost when that happens. So what's the deal? What's the other card? Well, the other card, my friend, some of you may have already guessed this, some of you may already know, is Polyraptor. Now, Polyraptor is from Rivals of Ixalan. It's 2 green and 6 colorless for a 5/5 dinosaur, and it has Enrage. Whenever Polyraptor is dealt damage, create a token that's a copy of Polyraptor. Flavor text says, an innumerable pack is concealed in a single reflection. That's actually some pretty cool flavor text. And you can see in the water, the reflection of the Polyraptor. For some reason, it's been interrupted with a leaf. Maybe that's just because if they didn't have the leaf falling on the water, it wouldn't be obvious that it's a reflection in the water. But I do like, it's really interesting to note that the colors of the original Polyraptor's eyes are red, and the one in the waters are green. Is that supposed to be the Polyraptor? It looks like a leaf falling on the water to me, but I suppose it could also theoretically be the other Polyraptor coming up out of the water. Now, the artwork, admittedly, doesn't show the whole, like, damage aspect where it's taking damage to make copies of itself. It's just somehow copying itself. But you could also argue that the one with the red eyes, it's kind of like got more of a fierce kind of scowl going on. So we could have already taken damage. The idea of a dinosaur that when it takes damage somehow focuses arcane energies and pulls another copy of itself into being is pretty insane. Now, how does this combo work? Well, it's very, very straightforward. You have Polyraptor come out when you already have Marauding Raptor on the board. Marauding Raptor gets +2 power because it's a dinosaur coming out, so all of a sudden he's a 4/3. The Polyraptor takes 2 damage. Now, once the Polyraptor takes 2 damage, his Enrage triggers, which says, create a token that's a copy of Polyraptor. So then you put another Polyraptor into play. And what happens then? Then the Marauding Raptor comes along and says, oh, hey, look, another dinosaur that came in and bites that guy too. And then that Polyraptor goes, ah, and makes another Polyraptor. And the Marauding dinosaur goes, I'm gonna bite you too. And this happens again and again and again. And this is where the breaking standard comes in, my friends, because this never ends. It's your life. It never ends. Anyhow, this combination will continue forever. If you actually put out a Marauding Raptor and then put out a Polyraptor, the game will result in a tie because you don't have the option with either of these abilities. Neither of these abilities are May abilities. The Marauding Raptor's trigger ability that does 2 damage to creatures coming into play is not a May ability, nor is the Polyraptor's ability to create a token that's a copy of him whenever he takes damage. So as a result, this will just go on over and over and over and over and over forever. And whenever that happens in Magic the Gathering, it considers the game a draw, which is kind of funny to think about. In this scenario, it would be you creating an infinite army of dinosaurs while also growing your Marauding Raptor up to infinite size. But as a result, oh, it's just a tie between the two. It's like, what? I can eat him with all my dragons. What are you talking? Dragons? Well, that's what it feels like. Dinosaurs do have kind of a dragony feel. Let's be real. They just don't have wings. I can eat him with all my dinosaurs. Why? I've got giant dinosaurs. Smash, smash, smash. So there must be a way around this, right? Well, there is. Because these abilities use the stack, what you can do is respond to the trigger. So there is a way to make this so that it wouldn't be infinite. And all you have to do is play, basically, you need a sacrifice outlet. You need a way to be able to sacrifice the Marauding Dinosaur to make the combination stop, or to sacrifice a Polyraptor in response. Like, let's say there's a number of situations. You can just sacrifice the Raptor outright if you want to, or more truthfully, what you're probably gonna want to do is keep the Marauding Raptor, because every time, basically, you can let this happen as many times as you want. It'll pump up the Marauding Raptor's power by 2 for each dinosaur. So you could let it make 100 Polyraptors and then go, okay, look, he's got +200, +200. I'm going to attack for 202. So you're probably not going to want to sacrifice the Marauding Raptor, but you can. That is one way to break the chain. So you can also sacrifice the Polyraptor in response. I imagine that that's the way it's going to go down, where people are going to sacrifice the Polyraptor that's about to take damage in response because you want to swing with the Marauding Raptor. It's perfect. If you've made 100 Polyraptors and you attack with the Marauding Raptor and they play Settle the Wreckage or something like that, then the next turn, you'll still have all the Polyraptors that you made to swing with again. So it basically gives you lethal 2 turns in a row at the bare minimum. So what you can do is you can allow the Marauding Dinosaur to do 2 damage to the Polyraptor, and then before the damage actually happens, while it's still on the stack, you can go, I will sacrifice the Polyraptor that is about to be dealt damage. And then, boom, no Polyraptor takes damage, there's not another copy of Polyraptor coming out, and it ends it. It takes it from an infinite repeating loop an infinite closed repeating loop to a loop where you have the option by adding in a 3rd card to go ahead and end that loop at a timing of your choice. So I looked through the cards that are available in Standard. There are actually only a few options when it comes to what you can use as a sacrifice outlet for this when you are strictly going green-red with this. I mean, admittedly, if you move outside those colors, you're going to find more sack outlets. But there are 3. The least exciting and least useful seeming of all of them is the On-Crop Invader. It's 1 red and 2 colors for a 2/2, and it has first strike on your turn, and you pay 1 mana, sack another creature to give it +2 power till end of turn. So, I mean, you can use that if you want to have yourself like a, check out my blue, I have my blue zombie Minotaur eat my dinosaur. That dinosaur doesn't take damage, and the Minotaur's like, yum, 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 that's mine. So you can do it that way. But admittedly, I think there are 2 better options. You can either use Dark Dweller Oracle, which is 1 red and 1 colors for a 2/2, sacrifice a creature, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. So this one I like just because it costs less to put out. It's a red and a colorless instead of a red and 2 colorless. So there is that. Now, you have to bear in mind that with the Dark Dweller Oracle, because it's a 2/2, you have to have it on the board before your Marauding Raptor. So in some ways that would make it a little less desirable, because if you put it out after the Raptor's out, the Raptor will deal 2 damage to it, and you'll lose the Dark Dweller, so you won't be set up for it. So Dark Dweller Oracle, while an interesting card, and I do like the artwork, by the way, with the goblin shaman there who's doing this ritual in front of these other goblins. Assumedly, one of these goblins is being sacrificed to the ritual. It's pretty dark. Anyways, this is a decent card, but I think that the best fit actually as a sack outlet, again, if you are playing red-green specifically, is Makeshift Munitions. It's 1 red and 1 colorless, just like Dark Dweller Oracle, but it's an enchantment, which means, first of all, it's probably going to be more resilient. Some colors can't even get rid of enchantments. So you have an easier time of getting it to stick on the board because every color can do something to creatures. Not every color can mess with enchantments. So it's got more durability in terms of being an enchantment. It costs the same to put out as the Dark Dweller Oracle, 1 red, 1 colorless, and it's pay 1 mana, sacrifice an artifact or creature. Makeshift Munitions deals 1 damage to target creature or player. And the flavor text says, grease up a fire cannon good and proper with dinosaur liver oil, and it'll shoot just about anything. And that's another reason that I like this and the way that it fits into the whole deck, because the deck's built around dinosaurs. You'll inevitably be sacking a dinosaur, and this talks about using dinosaur liver oil. So it's got like an extra flavor level to it, which is really cool. And the artwork is a lot of fun too. You can see like the monkey pirate, he's loading the heads of statues into the cannon. I love that. I love the idea of a group of pirates that have just went and raided some noble's home and smashed the heads off their statues and uses them for cannonballs. That's a really fun concept. I like that. Now, there may be some of you who are wondering, well, wait, what would Wizards like? Is Wizards going to do anything about this? Are they just going to let it stand? Well, one thing we need to cover is it's not going to take too long before Rivals of Ixalan rotates out. So this combo is only going to be available for a short period of time. We're going to be looking at a rotation in the next number of months, and that will mean that Rivals of Ixalan can't actually be used in Standard anymore, and the combo leaves Standard. And once you think about Modern, this combo is nothing compared to the insane stuff you can find in Modern. So that's a non-issue. And people have actually asked Wizards of the Coast, like employees, hey, do you guys know about this combo? Are you going to do anything about it? And they have stated, yes, we are aware, and we have no intentions of doing anything about it. I'll actually put the tweet here up on the screen so you can see the response. And no, they are officially aware. This is nothing they have any intention to nerf. I imagine because, in all honesty, Polyraptor is an expensive card. It costs 8 to put out, and it only drops down to 7 when you have out a Marauding Raptor. So it's not really something that's like too overpowered or anything where absolutely everybody's going to be playing it and it's going to dominate the meta or anything. But it is interesting to see that they've decided to create a 2-card combo in Standard that literally breaks Standard by going, there's no winners, there's no losers. We go on for infinity, it's a draw. That's pretty funky to me. And I personally don't take issue with it existing. Sometimes there's combos that come out, I mean, where you go, how did you not see this? Why did you not stop this? Like, we're looking at like the old Felidar combo from like the Aether Revolt style times. That was more like, what are you doing? Like, why did you let this happen? This one, it's like, it's quirky, it's expensive, you need 3 cards to make it work, and it's really easy for your opponent to actually break this combo from happening. So overall, I'm absolutely fine with it. I hope you have enjoyed the new setup. Hopefully I did a half decent job with the green screen action, because I'm new to this. We had fun with it last night in the live stream. I want to thank everybody who came to hang out, watch this video. Let me know what you guys think about this scenario. Does this combo bother you? Does it excite you? Are you indifferent to it? How do you feel about it? Let me know. I'm going to roll the golden scroll, and I invite you guys, if you haven't already, to come on over and check out my second channel where we're having a good time doing things like goofy eating videos and having a fantastic time doing it. Either way, thanks everybody for being here. And for now, I'm History, baby.